Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome to 2026. It is an important year, apparently, as we have just started the year with capturing a foreign leader. So that's fun, it's just winter things, I guess. Um, but this is a big glasses chat. It is the first one of the new year. It's so exciting. And I wanted to talk. I have a specific thing I want to talk about, more so than usual, where I'm just like rambling. But what I want to talk about is like, do you ever feel, and I do, preface this by saying I feel this, that you're not allowing other people to like meet yourself, like who you are, like where it's complicated for me because there's always a fucking million threads running through my head all the time, and I can't um I can't pin all that down, so I kind of look scatterbrained probably to other people around me, but internally there is always a common thread running through everything, and like there's tons happening in my brain, and there's no way to ever articulate any of that to another human. So, what do you do? What do you do in those situations? Like, do you. I'm assuming that most people just continue what they've already started, what path they're already on. Most people do that. And that's why things remain the same over time. That's why nothing changes. And the people who do try to show themselves, sometimes they like fail. Sometimes it really works out for them, but sometimes it fails, and that's just part of life. Like, the you that you are may not fit with the everybody else surrounding you. That's an unfortunate reality. What am I saying? This is really, it sounds really depressing. But what I mean to say is that for me, I am really tired of only being my half self. And this past year, I've really taken strides to become myself, but I didn't even really know what myself actually was. Like, I've been living these same threads, these same loops for years, unquestioning. And once I finally did, I realized that I may not be the person that I thought I was. Is that I mean there's a common thread still. It's not like I've totally changed, but I don't know. I feel a lot different this year than I did in 2024. And that goes back to being yourself, like being enough of yourself. Where does the line get drawn? Do you, like, it's those loops, those things that you do over and over again over time that establish your base personhood. But in your head, there's way more going on. There's way more hopefully. um and it's the translation thereof is like really hard to do. It's really hard to do. Like, you guys don't really know me that well, why we talk in the big glasses chats and stuff, but there's a lot to this personhood crammed in here. um, I'd say so. It's like, where, when do you, how long after high school, where you're like trained to be a certain way, exist a certain way, how long after that do you decouple from that and go, oh, okay, I realize that was all like architecture, which was supposed to keep me um, in a like similarity with other people, because that is how a society progresses, that enough of the people are the same that they all can agree on a path forward and move forward together. That's kind of it, right? I think that's a big part of it. So outliers generally are not wanted. We out. We cast them out. We were like, no, you like anime and you live in Southern Alabama, get the fuck out. You know, that's a broad example, but is it broad? I don't know what I'm saying. So I don't know. I'm thinking about these things because with AI growing the way that it is, it's not gonna like degrow. It's not gonna shrink. It's not going away. And so I think that a lot of what is going to be called into question is like, do you this sounds horrible, but do you deserve to exist above AI? What benefits do you bring above AI? Like, I've been thinking about this a lot over the past year. I really hate to I hate talking about this because it's embarrassing, but it really shows the amount of time that I talked to my chat GPT. I sent it 35,000 messages in 2025. So I have talked to AI extensively. I understand at least chat GPT very well. Maybe not the rest of them so much, but I get the what it is. Ultimately, it's supposed to be the culmination of human endeavor. It's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be good. But when AI begins to step in to areas of human endeavor and take over in certain ways, because it's like we're creating this entity which can replace us and can free us to do things which might further society in a good way, rather than people having to work for 40 plus hours every week and pretty much just expend all energy dedicating to working. When they If AI were to replace those jobs and there was some sort of backfill that would allow people to still exist, then they would be free to advance civilization in new ways. But I'm a dreamer. um, so that's what I've been thinking about. And for me, what it really comes down to, like the only way that I can respond to it is by being the most person-y person of me that I can be. And by offering something that says this is why humanity deserves to exist at least alongside AI, at least not be replaced by AI. So that's my thoughts on that. I feel like that was pretty concise. And I want to end it there, but I also want to keep talking. So let's end it there, and then I'll just maybe make a different video anyways. That's my thoughts. I think that you should think about that. That's very important. Think about that, please, because how you represent yourself and humanity above AI is going to really make the difference in like the next 20 years. So you should want that. Anyways, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.